Hi, my name is Isao Osuga.
I'm Sabrina Dean.
And I'm Angie Castellanos.
UGBA 196.
Professor John Danner.
April 9, 2008.
We're working on Mesita Azul, a project by Fundación Cántaro Azul, a non-profit organization based in Baja California Sur in Mexico. This is a low-cost, easy-to-use water filtration system. Let me demonstrate how it works. The user would transfer water from the outside source and pour it into this bucket. This contains a net that captures solid materials such as rocks or sand. The user then opens this nozzle that lets the water run through this chamber. Electricity powers the UV lamp inside that kills and effectively inactivates waterborne bacteria, viruses, and protozoa. The water is filtered at a rate of 5 liters per minute and is stored in this plastic container. It is readily made available to the user by simply pressing this plastic dispenser.
Although this project seems appealing, there are some things that we need to take into consideration. First of all, Fundación Cántaro Azul has yet to become an international organization. Second, it also lacks the administrative support necessary in order for the business aspect of the nonprofit to function properly and efficiently. Third, Cántaro Azul has relied solely on the awards given to them by centers such as the Blum Center and free monies and grant monies, as opposed to developing coalitions with nonprofits and governments in Mexico. Ultimately, what this organization needs are more volunteers and more financial support.
Yeah, however, we have to acknowledge 5 fundamental positive features about this system. First and foremost, it does provide safe drinkable water. Second, it not only creates awareness about the importance of safe water, but also the importance of hygiene through its partnership with the hand sanitizer company. Third, it is really easy to use. By having users being engaged with the system, they not only benefit from it, but also take care of the unit. Fourth, its components are locally available, which means that if the components are available, that takes us to the 5th potential feature, which is scaling up.
So let's talk about some of the recommendations our group has come up with for Fundación Cántaro Azul. Number 1, file for 501c3 status. Right now, the organization is based in Mexico. It should also be based in the United States so that it can take advantage of the fundraising resources we have here. In addition, it can also be eligible for such quality control hubs for nonprofits such as GuideStar, which will also make funding the organization easier. Number 2, develop an auxiliary system. By auxiliary system, we mean everyday administrative tasks such as making marketing packages and literature, and fundraising strategies and event planning. Another thing would also be website development and maintenance. Right now, the website is in Spanish and French. It should also be in English so that it can take advantage of funders within the United States and the donations that they can give. In addition, the website should also have a donations tab so that it can be easy for people to give money to the organization. Number 3, cross-sector collaboration. We should have the organization collaborate and partner up with organizations already based in Mexico doing work similar to ours and within the United States. We can also make use, once our website is developed, through global giving, which will also enable people to hear more about our organization.
Also, as part of the recommendations we could make to Cántaro Azul, it was actually to seek as many government funds as possible. There's a particular federal program called Ramo 33, Branch 33, which decentralizes funds made available to private projects such as this one, cutting the middlemen such as the state or local governments. The only thing is that there are bureaucratic processes involved, and getting these funds might take a lot of time, but Cántaro Azul should not feel discouraged to apply to these funds. The other thing we thought about was what would actually happen if we could place one of these systems at an urban center. users would actually be able to fill their plastic containers the same way, and we could establish a franchising method with the store owners in which they could generate some revenue for themselves, and the revenues that Cántaro Azul could generate could actually sponsor some of the projects that take place in rural areas. So, what do we see Cántaro Azul in the future? How do we define success? According to our calculations, if we could sell 60 systems like this per month, it would actually make operations sustainable. That would actually enable this product to segue into the private sector, why not? Little by little, they can expand to neighboring states such as Sinaloa or Sonora. And we have to acknowledge one fundamental thing. They have created a brand that, yeah, it might be in Spanish. But according to the next 4 billion, the water market is about $20.1 billion, of which 4.8 is Latin America. There's a potential opportunity here.